And now, with today's response to President Obama's weekly address, editor of the North Star National, Dan Calabrese.
Thank you, and good afternoon, everybody. This morning, President Obama's weekly address concerned the shootings at Fort Hood, and his statement was entirely appropriate, and there's no need for any response to it. We do, however, want to respond to statements President Obama made yesterday concerning the action by Congress and by the administration to allocate more funds for unemployment benefits and to extend the home buyer's tax credit as a way of trying to jumpstart job growth and reduce the spread of unemployment. President Obama again demonstrates that he simply does not understand economics and that he doesn't understand how job growth occurs. He demonstrates this in two ways. First of all, by continuing to extend the unemployment benefits, which certainly is a welcome development for anyone who is unemployed, the president perpetuates the same economic activity that got us into this mess in the first place. Borrowing, spending, taking money away from the productive sectors of society. And most egregiously, the president seems to think that he's done something positive by having these funds paid for. But what he doesn't tell you is how they are paid for and where they were otherwise going to go. Congress had scheduled an end to the double taxation to corporations who operate multinationally, because many of these corporations are paying taxes both to the U.S. and also to the nations in which they operate. This is fundamentally unfair and nonsensical and is absolutely the opposite of what you want to do if you're trying to generate jobs. What they have done in order to pay for the extension of unemployment benefits as well as the extension of the home buyer's tax credit is to delay the end of this double taxation. So in other words, what they've done is they've delayed an action that even they admit that they need to take, which would have freed up capital in the private sector that could have been used to create jobs. It's completely counterproductive. The same is true of the extension of the home buyer's tax credit. What they've done is they're going to continue to offer up to $8,000 in tax credits to first-time home buyers. Now, why is that not a good idea? Well, it's not a good idea because the decision to purchase a home is a major decision that people need to make because it's economically rational over the long term for them to do it. And Congress has no business trying to incentivize people into making a decision like that. They should make it because it's just a good decision, period. If they go ahead and they jump and they buy a home because they're trying to get an $8,000 tax credit where they otherwise would not have made the purchase, what they're probably going to do is put themselves within that statistic of people that is more likely to end up in foreclosure. Congress needs to get out of the way, let the market take over, and let people make rational market decisions without being pushed, prodded, or incentivized by government. And the most important way that Congress needs to do that is to stop spending money we don't have and stop taxing people with money that could have been used to create private sector jobs. The more President Obama continues to tinker with this stuff and try to somehow prod the economy back to health, the more he A, makes this worse, and B, demonstrates that he doesn't really understand how the economy works. That is not a good long-term prognosis for the nation's economic health. Thank you for watching this afternoon. I'm Dan Calabrese, editor of the North Star National, and this has been this week's response to President Obama's weekly address.